All right, people, it's Friday, September 26, 2025, 2:45 in the p.m., and I might be starting a new segment, me and Pound for Pound. As you can see, I have on one of my special items that someone sent me last year. Shout out. But yeah, we might make this a weekly segment. What will it be called? Frustration Friday. What you think? I don't know. What you mean you don't know? Look, when I came home, this dude right here, he's like, why did you leave out at 7 o'clock in the morning to go cover that rally with all them detainees? I didn't put nothing in his bowl. So he mad. So I thought I would just start a new segment called Frustration Friday. What you think? Now he quiet. He know he can show out. Now y'all know, I have done reports way back in the day. Way back in the day, 1979. American-Iranian relations. March 1979. There shall be war. And here's another one, March 21st, 1980. What happened in Iran? Now with this segment, let me get out of this costume. Look, let me just tell you how it is. This was a manufactured situation in the Middle East. Y'all know good and well, what was it? October 7th of 2023, air, land, and sea. Wrap that around your mind for a minute. Air, land, and sea. They want us to believe, and the world, and folks in the hereafter, that Hamas was able to hit Israel. People, you have seen Economist magazine, December 22nd of 2012, where it shows them hand gliding, shooting at each other, predictive programming. How did they know 11 years in advance? Hamas, yes, Hamas was going to attack. It's all scripted. I just went and got some gas. $85 to fill up. I said $85 to fill up. It ain't right, y'all. Trump saying one thing, then you got Benjamin Netanyahu in New York. It's kind of confusing what he's saying. But Trump said we got a deal. So let's listen to this. Then we're going to go from there. Frustration Friday. Here you go. Benjamin Netanyahu, New York, New York. Here we go.
Will never threaten Israel again. That's what we are doing. That's what any self-respecting government would do. Yet over time, many world leaders buckled. They buckled under the pressure of a biased media, radical Islamist constituencies, and anti-Semitic mobs. There's a familiar saying, when the going gets tough, the tough get going. Well, for many countries here, when the going got tough, you caved.
Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu just moments ago addressing...
Let's see what Trump had to say.
...about a possible deal with Gaza.
I think we have maybe a deal on Gaza, very close to a deal on Gaza. Hello, Peter. And it's looking like we have a deal on Gaza. And we'll let you know. I think it's a deal that will get the hostages back. It's going to be a deal that will end the war. It's going to be a deal which it's going to be peace. I think we have a deal. That'll be number 8, Peter.
Do you need a loan for your business?
What did he mean by that will be number 8? He always calling out Peter Ducey, right? I told y'all, watch Peter Ducey. That's his name, Ducey. Anyway, he said, looks like we got a deal. Haven't we heard that before? What you think? Oh no. Look, man, you need to know something. Oh, put something in the bowl and you can talk? Okay, I got it. This dude, always demanding things. Need to work for the government. People, Trump said Peace, possible deal. Hostages, possible deal. Then he said something about, this is number 8. What is Trump with all these 8s? Text number 88022, 2 flagpoles, 88 feet tall. Was he sending us a clue? I don't get it. I think this is his granddaughter. Let me show you guys a picture. Trump is standing there with his granddaughter as he's talking. And she's got on these initials, TK. TK. All right, now T is the 20th letter of the alphabet, and K is the 11th letter of the alphabet. I want you to really follow me. His granddaughter's there. What? Look, you sit up here talking about one of the most, arguably in the top 3 serious international issues in the Middle East, and his granddaughter standing there. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? It don't make sense to me. So what makes sense is that she's speaking without speaking, allegedly. She got the T and the K. The T is the 20th letter of the alphabet. K is the 11th letter alphabet. When you put 20 and 11 together, what do you get? Dong, 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 dong. You get 31. I wonder what 31 would be. Didn't Charlie Kirk die at 31 years old? Oh, Pearson, there you go again. It's Frustration Friday. I'm going to kick it off. I'm going to kick it off. How the sister go? I'm going to kick it off. She got on the T and the K. And you going to tell me I can't decode that? She right there. I didn't put the shirt on. I got 2 on mine. Okay? 1 for me, 1 for you. No, 1 for me, 1 for you. 1 for me, 1 for you. How about that? Fill up my bowl. Let's talk. Look, the T and the K. 20 and 11 makes 31. People, let me tell you something. When Donald Trump is unalive, I can swear on it. One of the top 3 reasons they're going to say why he was unalive will be because of this Middle East situation. Watch what I tell you. They're going to have it all over the news. On the 10th, that's when Charlie Kirk died. And now you got TK on her shirt. Let me do some gematria right quick, because that's suspect with me. He came into office at 1/20 of 2025. And today is 9/26. And she wearing this shirt. That's 250 days. Hear me? Trump got in office January 20th of 2025. Today is 9/26. Today is the 250th day that Donald Trump is serving. And she's got on a t-shirt that says TK, and Charlie Kirk he died at 31 years old, and T and K equals 31. Let me see if I can do something else here. Let's see if this means anything else. Yeah, I'm fishing now. Straight up fishing. She the one got the shirt on, not me. I want to know what she means, because I don't think that's an accident. 31, 20, 30. How many days in a year? Let's just go there. Y'all be patient. Frustration Friday. I'm kicking it off. It's Burger King. I'm gonna have it my way. Remember that old commercial, Burger King? I'm about to have it my way, baby. Okay, how many days in January? 31. Woo! Woo! January 31st. So let's put that in the gematria calculator. Let's see if this is a literal speaking engagement. January 31st, 2025, minus 9/26 of 2025. That's 238 days ago. I don't know what else to think about, but I know that first one was 250, and we are in our 249th birthday in America, which means July 4th, 2026 will be 250 years old. So let's do this. Let's see if she's thinking like this. 9/26, 2025 subtracted from July 4th, 2026. Oh, woo, I don't believe this. Woo, y'all rolling with me today. Look, I got something for you. I can't believe it. People, these devils are slick. They are slick. They slick. I said they slick. They slick. Man, wait till I show y'all this. See, God gave me this gift, y'all, and I'm going to use it. This pop-out, what I call it? Frustration Friday? How about pop-out Friday? Look, I'm going to show you straight up what Michael Jackson say. Let me show you the way to go. Get some rhythm. Come on, bounce. Follow me, follow me. Did you hear that? Did you hear that? Oh, you Michael, you Michael. Look, y'all. Look. 9/26/2025 from July 4th, 2026. See that? July 4th, 2026. Look at that. 9/11. Look, some of y'all might have just come to the video, but hey, let me show you. She got on her shirt, it says TK. T is the 20th letter alphabet, K is 11, that's 31. There's 31 days to start off the year, that's January 31st, right? 31. Plus, Charlie Kirk died at 31 years old. I know you follow me. So if you put January 1st through today, I got a number, right? Then I'm thinking, you know what? I know how to solve this riddle, because it is a riddle. When I first did the first computation, remember it came out to 250. That's letting you know America will be 250 years old July 4th. So I used some wisdom. I'm like, well, since it's July 4th, then I know what I'll do. I'll take today's date, 9/26 of 2025, of 2026, and subtract it from next year, July 4th, 2026. And that gives you 9/11. In other words, people, ain't no way in the world that Trump is speaking and you got a little young granddaughter standing there. That makes no sense. It looks out of place to me as a former journalist. So why is she standing there? Because she's speaking without speaking. T and K is 31. Get 2 for 1. Charlie Kirk died on 31 years old. Take today's date. I know it's redundant, but I want you to get it. You take today's date, subtract it from July 4th of next year, you get 9/11. Our precious Lord said, I will never leave you. I'll never forsake you. I've been doing this decode off and on since I was 17 and a half. I never knew what kind of gift I had. I ran from it. I came back. I ran from it again. But God backed me in a corner mentally and said, I want you to go work for me. And I'm proud to say that's what I do, because I want y'all to be alert. This is one of the biggest frauds going on right about now. They got a lot going on, but this is a big one. Trump said, look like we got a deal. Hostages coming home. Peace. But I just decoded what his granddaughter got on. Which one you believe? You believe what he say, or you believe what you see? You believe what he said, or do you believe what you see? Okay? I believe what I see. And I trust God because I've been rolling with him, understanding how the universe works since I was a kid. When I was a kid, we were poor, and I didn't have all the things to, have fun and exciting. So I would go out in the grass sometime and I would spin around. You know how when you was a kid, you would spin around so much in the grass like this with your hands in the air, and all of a sudden you fall in the grass and you're so dizzy, when you look to the sky would spin in the opposite direction. That's how I used to play back in the day. And I would just sit there and I would gaze at the heavens. That's how I came up with the name Emmanuel Blue. And my site here is called Friendship Blue. Because Christ's name in the New Testament is Emmanuel. That means God be with us. So I connected the two. Emmanuel Blue, God be with us, blue in heaven. So when I looked to the heavenly sky, I would look and I would ask God, why are there wars? Why is there earthquakes? Why is it famine? Why is there racial hate? I was an inquisitive kid. Then I started writing poetry. Then I started doing music. I started modeling. I always wanted to write, but I wanted to write my way. And God blessed me to have a channel so I can talk to you guys. And I'm telling you, they're making a plan. They got a plan, people. They're going to have WW3. One of the Wright brothers said, the Wright brothers, they are said in history that they made the airplane, the first people who flew a plane. One of the brothers said back in the day before he died, he said, if I had known our government was going to attach a bomb to the plane, I'd have never made it. Think about it. We're in the last days. I'm going to keep bringing you this stuff. And yeah, it's Frustration Friday. I don't like that they're doing this thing. I wish they would feed the hungry, clothe the naked. But we're not on their agenda. America wasn't made for me and you. It was made for the secret societies. It was made for Satan to utilize this country as a harlot and a whore, militarily, financially, and politically and socially, to disrupt everything here in America and around the world, like Rome on steroids. Yes, a lot of people made a lot of money, bought a lot of homes, a lot of cars, traveled around the world, but now the world is closing in. They're taking more freedoms. It's hard to get money. It's hard to hang on. The common folk, we don't have a chance in the system. At some point, they'll get a 666B system where you can't even buy or sell without the mark. They're waging war on us, people. The war is internal. I might go back out to this live Broadview detention center. I'll be careful. But I got a feeling something gonna happen today. I thank you guys for being here. What a decode. You saw it for yourself. You saw it for yourself. I can't believe I was able to pull that off. Let me show you how I got it again. I took what, 3-1? I took 3-1, 2025 from today's date. Right? Is that what I did? I'm just amazed on how I came up with that. Oh, first I did January 20th, right? Oh, there it is. January 20th, 2025. Wow, let me show you guys that. This is what I did initially. Praise God for the decode, y'all. Praise it. I took January 1st, 2025, and then I took today's date, 9/26 of 2025. The difference is 250. Well, guess what? America's going to be 250 years old July 4th. Now, when you then take today's date, because I subtracted it from this date, when you take today's date, 9/26, 2025, subtracted from next year, July 4th, 2026, you get 9/11. All because I believe a granddaughter has no business standing in front of a president as he's talking about international war. And on her shirt, she's got that. T and a K. T is 20, K is 11, that's 31. Charlie Kirk died at 31 years old. All because God taught me how to read these codes, these clues, these codes, the numbers. I know how they speak, people. I know how they speak. I know how they speak. God knows how they speak. And now you know. We got to get right, stay right, get ready for the flight. If you long for thy kingdom will come. If you long for thy kingdom, thy will shall be done. When I first started out writing, I just decoded a little. I couldn't do that professionally. The world wasn't ready for that. I'm 66. The world wasn't ready for this when I was doing this. So I backed off. I just did videos. I just did articles. And I talked about the New World Order and stuff like that, and the purple rain, the REIGN, as opposed to RAIN. I exposed stuff like that back in the day. Only when I got on the internet, I'm like, I believe I see what God wants me to do, because he built me a certain way, all the way from a teenager. And because he showed me the downfall of America, I knew this time would come. But I long for the kingdom. I long for Christ to come again. And every day I'm endure. That's what he wants us to do. So you endure. Get right, stay right, get ready for the flight. John 3:16 says it best. For our God, hallelujah, for our God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whomsoever believe in him shall not perish, but have everlasting life. From the number decode, you see what they're planning. They're planning the 9/11. Numbers don't lie.